G'day there, podcaster. Got a special spooky edition of the podcast because, of course, it's Friday the 13th, except when you listen to it, it'll be the next day. So just imagine it was yesterday or, just imagine it's the date of Friday the 13th. We do Gory Stories highlights, just pick out some of our absolute favourites, and they're better than I remember. We also do Did You Survive a Disaster, and got some unbelievable stories. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You ready?
stop what you're doing and listen.
Live across Australia. It's radio. This is Ben, Liam, and Bell on Nova.
Good evening, Australia. How good is this? We finally made it. Friday the 13th, though.
Ooh, spooky.
We have actually got a few spooky things planned for later in the show.
Yeah, we're going to kick it off now with 13-24-10. Did you survive a disaster? Obviously, this time 24 hours ago, horrific news with the Air India plane going down. But we want to focus on the positives. There is that sole survivor, that British man who came out alive, seated in number 11, the seat, and also allegedly a woman who missed that flight by 10 minutes. And so she's standing there in absolute awe.
I couldn't believe that story when I read it. Like, obviously, it's a tragedy and it's horrible. But imagine that one person out of all the death, that one person survived.
It just, it's sort of unfathomable. Like, I think 246 people died, like, instantly. Like, it sort of went up and then it went straight down. Huge carrier plane, and then one dude manages to walk out the wreckage.
Yep. So he was in the plane. He survived. There's also the woman that missed it. And it did get us thinking, if you guys remember, the caller Nev, who we had ages ago, Nev called us because he also missed his flight that went down.
Got to the airport, I went straight to the bar, heard of the dog, had a couple of beers. I rocked on up to the actual gate. They said, "Hey, sorry, sir, are you drunk? We can't let you on the plane. We can't let intoxicated people on the plane." And then about an hour and a half later, the plane crashed in the Atlantic Ocean. 0 survivors. Everybody went down.
I mean, it's a bit of a heavier one, but if you survived a disaster, it doesn't have to be something as big as like a plane crash, but 13-24-10, if you've got a story to tell, we'd love to hear from you to kick off the show.
Simon in Melbourne, tell us your story.
Yeah, so I had to go and rescue a girlfriend that was in India. She was very sick. This is the 90s. And we rocked up to Parganj to our hotel, and there was no air conditioning in the hotel for that night, and she was very sick, so we settled for going to the hotel next door on the 3rd floor. And because of the unrest between the Kashmiri government and the Indian government, the Kashmiri terrorists placed the bomb on the gas meter of the hotel we were supposed to stay at, blowing it to the ground and killing 47 people.
Oh, my God, Simon.
And you only moved because of the air conditioning.
Correct, because she had hepatitis. She was very sick. So she needed aircon, so they put it up next door, and lucky they did.
And Simon, but that's horrible still, because you were staying in the hotel next door. You still would have been around when that, disaster happened.
Yeah, it was a terrible event. It was pretty messy. But yeah, that's the story.
Wow.
Oh, my God. So you hear these things, right? I mean, it happens. Oh, my God. Like, imagine if I just were toughing it out without an aircon for the night.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Simon. So glad you're okay. Greta in Sydney, good evening. Tell us your story, how you survived a disaster. Greta,
Hi, can you hear me?
Oh, barely, but yes.
Hi, my name is Gita. I was in 98 in Honduras traveling, and I met my now husband, and I took a boat to another island, and on the way I wanted to see my husband again, and the boat sank. And we were floating in the ocean for 24 hours.
Hang on, you're floating in the open ocean for 24 hours waiting to be rescued?
Overnight. And the problem was in South America, there was no flares on the boat. There was no life jackets. So we were actually clinging on BCD's diving jackets.
Hang on,
that could lose air.
You didn't even have a life jacket. You were just bobbing around.
No, we were bobbing around. Luckily, the tip of the boat was out of water with a long rope. We could hold on to that rope. And we grabbed the BCDs and put them on quickly.
Wow.
And 30 years later, we are married and have 4 kids.
Yeah,
because
man.
the next morning we saw land and we thought maybe our only chance to survival is to swim. So we started to swim and a big cargo boat came and the cargo boat helped us and rescued us. They winded down little dinghies to pick us up. And I lost everything. I lost passport, everything. And I went back to the island and my now husband actually helped me. He gave me some money and because I had nothing, literally nothing.
Yeah, that is insane. I mean, I know when we were like, hey, just survive a disaster. I don't know what we're expecting, but all these stories are so heavy, but incredible that you're around to tell it.
John in Brisbane, tell us your story.
Oh, hey guys. Hey, look, mine's probably a slightly light-hearted one. I don't want to take anything away from those people that had real disasters. But mine's happened today, right? It's Friday the 13th, right? I'm moving house and I've broken a mirror.
Oh.
So I don't know if I've survived. I don't know if I've survived or not.
That's not great.
Only time's going to tell if I survive a disaster. Maybe it's coming.
It does feel like it's coming. I mean, just stay away from ladders and black cats because if you do another couple, you're really in trouble.
John, to me, it also feels like you heard us giving away movie tickets to 28 Years Later in cinemas June 19, and you're like, how can I spin a story to get some of those sweet tickets? Well, John, I tell you what, mate, you got yourself 2 of them.
Oh, sweet. All right. Thank you, guys.
Good on you, mate.
John, if you do survive a disaster, make sure you call us back, 13 24 10. Rebecca in Sydney, tell us how you survived a disaster.
Hi, how you going?
Good.
When I was a kid, we were in the car driving on an intersection on King George's Road in Sydney, and there was a bus coming through a red light. So Mum sped up the car to miss the bus coming through, and it hit the car behind us.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, gee. I mean, that's quick thinking from Mum. I mean, dare I ask, was everyone okay?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
as in,
scary,
in the
especially
other car, though?
That's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah, in the other car, we stopped and the car got hit, but no one was bad. The bus wasn't going overly fast.
Oh, you know what?
But it went through a red light.
Yeah, no, you probably would have been fine to take the hit, to be fair. You might have got a new car and insurance.
Okay.
Thanks for your call, Beck. Michelle in Melbourne, did you survive a disaster?
Yes. A girlfriend and I was travelling from Rome to New York and we had booked a tour for the World Trade Center, but we decided to stay an extra night in Rome, but that was September 11th.
You're
Whoa.
kidding. You would have been there.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Very scary.
Michelle, I'm sure that you
Yeah.
think about this almost every day, the fact that you escaped that. That's amazing.
Yeah, it is totally amazing. Like my hairdresser continuously tells her customers my story constantly.
It is. It's a goodie. It's a good. If you are a hairdresser, you do need gear, especially if someone's a bit boring and you're sort of half an hour into an hour appointment. You're like, how's this right? So, 25 years ago.
Oh wow.
Good on you, Michelle. Thanks for sharing.
You're listening to Len, Beam and Lel.
Tomorrow is Trump's birthday. He joins us now. President Trump, how you doing?
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Donald. Happy birthday to me.
Okay, glad we got that out the way. Hey, well, look, it is tomorrow.
Why was he born so beautiful? Why was he born at all, quite frankly?
Donald,
79, can you believe it? I don't look a day over 30. I'm so handsome, I really am.
How are you going to be celebrating tomorrow, Donald?
I'm throwing a big party at Mar-a-Lago. It's going to be huge, absolutely huge. Skid Rock's playing. Baron is doing magic tricks. And J.D. Vance is going to massage my feet.
Is there anyone who's not invited?
Sleepy Joe, he won't be there. Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Xi Jinping, you know who he is? He runs China. He won't be there. Quite frankly, what he said about me is disgusting. We're actually going to play Pin the Tail on Elon. There's going to be a huge turnout. There really is. It's a tremendous occasion. People have been out celebrating on the streets all week, particularly in Los Angeles. I mean, they really can't get enough over there in the West Coast.
Celebrating? I mean, aren't they riding Trump?
Riding, they're celebrating their president.
I'm pretty sure they're firing rubber bullets at people.
They're fireworks, I think.
Yeah, no, there are fireworks, not for a good reason.
They're definitely fireworks, I think. One actually hit a Channel 9 reporter from Australia. She was too close to the accent. I gotta go. Kid Rock's just arrived. I'll talk to you later.
All right, see you, Trump.
Bye.
Look over there. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a Balrog. Oh, no, it's just Ben Lehman Bell.
It's Friday the 13th. Spooky. And it's Liam's birthday.
Yeah, very spooky.
Oh, we haven't mentioned that on the show yet.
No, I probably should have done that at the start of the show.
Oh, yes,
It's my
sorry.
birthday. What a spooky birthday to have.
Ooh. How often does it roll around that it's on Friday the 13th?
Oh, a handful of times. I think I was born on a Thursday in the 90s.
Okay.
So I don't know the math on that.
Yeah, okay.
It
All
rolls
right.
around.
Well, I do think of something else other than your birthday when I hear Friday the 13th, though, Liam. Friday the 13th, to me personally, just symbolizes one of the most iconic films of all time, Freaky Friday.
Look, I think something's happened to us. Look at me. We seem to be inside each other. Old. I beg your pardon. Oh, I'm like the Crypt Keeper.
It's so good. You've both seen it, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Okay, well, they're making a new one, right?
With the same...
Yeah.
Like with Lindsay Lohan?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
And she has had a few Freaky Fridays herself since that movie was made.
Do you think it'll be mum and
Rude.
do you think it'll be mum and grandma?
No. So it's them, but then she's now had a kid, and then the trailer came out, but I can't remember what exactly.
Wasn't it like a fortune cookie?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They get fed from the lady at the restaurant, and then because she overhears them arguing. Anyway, we're not going to get bogged down in the plot, but what we want to do tonight, because it's Friday the 13th, aka Freaky Friday, 13/24/10. If you are a mother and a daughter, and you kind of sound similar, we would like you to call us, and we want to try and guess which of you is the mum and which of you is the daughter. Our own little Freaky Friday.
If you get involved with this one, we have got a prize worth a couple of $100, but you have to trick us if you want to win it.
Yeah.
So if we can guess who's the daughter, who's the mother, you don't win. But if you can successfully trick us, you are walking away with that amazing prize.
We're hearing voices all the time. And sometimes people are just like, oh, yeah. And you're like, oh, wow, you sound... Someone will talk about something that happened in like the 60s or 70s. Like, wow, you sound so much younger than that. Like, it's hard to get a read when it's just someone's voice. And then some young people sound really old.
Yeah, so I do feel bad because if you're in the car and you're a mum who's 30 and you've got like a 4-year-old daughter,
That's not
going to
work.
But
Unless your 4-year-old has a grossly deep voice.
Sure.
All right, let's go to Melbourne first. Emily and Christina, how are you guys?
Hello.
Okay. Christina, how's your night going?
Yeah, not bad.
Okay. And Emily, what about your night? Emily, you there?
Yes.
Oh, the phone's really
Yeah,
hard.
sorry.
Sorry, Emily.
I mean, my vibe straight away
It's
is...
Christina's the daughter.
Christina's the daughter.
Christina's the daughter and Emily's the mum who can't work out tech. It's just like, oh, I think I've got it on the wrong button.
Did we get that right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we did.
We so did. We so
I'm
did.
still
I think
confused.
Emily was trying to call on an iPad.
A very young name, Emily, I would have thought.
Yeah,
That's
well, okay.
interesting.
Well, what about this? Karen, hello, how are you?
Oh, good, thank you. It's Corinne, actually.
Corinne. Okay. Well, look, I would say Corinne is a slightly younger name.
Really?
than-
Because
than
I
Karen.
straight away, I got mum
That's
energy
okay.
from Corinne.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you haven't met Adele yet.
Yeah, Adele, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
See, she sounds like she's got a younger edge to her voice to me.
Ooh, okay, but it's like your voices are similar, I gotta say.
Hey,
Yeah.
Corinne, do people tell you that you sound similar a lot?
Sometimes, especially on the phone, I think.
What about Adele? Do your friends ever tell you that you sound like Corinne?
Not really. It's more like looks.
I mean,
Okay,
Adele,
yeah.
Adele
Adele's-
is definitely
yeah,
the daughter.
Adele's the daughter.
And Karen, you're the mum. Are we
It's
correct?
Corinne.
Corinne, sorry, Corinne.
Yeah.
We're correct.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
shouldn't have said like.
Yeah, like, you're dead right, Corinne. Yeah, my friends are like, look, yeah, that's what gave it away.
Gotcha.
We got ya. Okay, Mary and Sienna, how are you both?
Thank you. How are you?
Good. I mean, I have an auntie Mary. I also
Yeah.
know there are younger Marys around, but I'm like,
But
instantly-
a Sienna, to me, Sienna sounds
It's like a
young.
young name,
yeah,
right?
Sienna,
Really?
how is your night going?
Yeah, not bad. It's good. Friday night. Happy.
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
Mary, do you have any plans tonight?
Yeah, I'm just going to catch up on some studies and
Studying, yes. I like that. You kept that very broad. I mean, you could be studying as a uni student, you could be studying for work, you could be studying as a school kid.
Before we make our guess, the theory I think you guys have gone for is Mary's been like, yes, studying. Oh, it's tough being a student. And Sienna said, oh, so glad it's Friday, my hard working week.
Yeah, Sienna, have you had a long week, a busy week?
Oh, it's been a week. Been sick all week, but
Bloody
just glad
hell.
it's the weekend, to be honest.
And how's the mortgage rates, huh?
Oh, yeah, through the roof.
I mean, you can sort of talk the talk, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's, but I feel like, I mean, you guys are doing a great job. I feel like Mary, you're the mum, Sienna, you're the daughter.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
Bang, 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 bang. I mean, it's a very hard game to fool someone with.
Yeah.
It really is.
Good fun, though.
Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
Bonny is Australia's favourite fluffy doona brand, made from the highest quality, ethically sourced materials. Bonny is making doonas cool so that you can sleep warm.
Who's under the Bonny Doona?
Yep, that's right. $1,000 up for grabs and a brand new Bonny Doona. Playing tonight, we got Max in Sydney. How you doing?
Good, guys. How you guys going?
Very good. You're playing Olivia in Brizzy. Having a good night, Olivia?
Hey, I am. Thank you.
All right. Now, the way the game works is we've got a celebrity under the doona. But tonight, because it's Friday the 13th, we're going to do it a little bit differently. Rather than having a celebrity, we have got a character from a famous horror movie. How you doing under their character?
So Ben is going to read out some clues. Max and Olivia, once you think you know who the character is, you just need to buzz in with your name first and then give us your guess, okay?
Okay.
No problem.
All right, here we go. Although I'm fictional, actually, I'm going to play some spooky music.
Oh, yeah. It does feel like it needs to be spooked up a little more in here.
Spook it up.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Although I'm fictional, my character was formed from the real serial killer, Ed Gein. My cannibalistic family runs a gas station / barbecue joint selling victims as chili. I'm mute due to an intellectual disability, and my family communicates my roles through the masks that I wear.
Max.
Go for it, Mark.
Michael Myers.
Oh, it's
It's not. Olivia, do you want to have a guess?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll keep going. My weapon of choice is a chainsaw.
Oh, yeah, I know this one.
I share my nickname with a fashion accessory, and my face is never seen. Did you buzz in, Max?
No.
No. My face is never seen. Only masks made of leather or skin for my face. Again, my favourite weapon is a chainsaw.
My leather face.
Is that not Michael Myers?
No, mate.
No, you've already said that.
I live in Texas, and I have a leather face.
And I'm known to...
Oh, Max.
Yeah, go for it, Max.
Leatherface.
Let's find out. You got it right, Maxie. You're walking away with $1,000 and a brand new Bonny Doona.
Thank you.
I tell
No
you what, I
worries.
don't know how you got that just from those clues. That's crazy, man. That is actually so crazy that you managed to pick that. But
Well
wow.
done. Bonny is Australia's favourite fluffy doona brand, made from the highest quality, ethically sourced materials. Bonny is making doonas cool so that you can sleep warm.
You like that feeling in your ear holes? That's the Ben, Liam and Bell podcast.
Hey, at this very time last night, we were speaking to a guy called Adrian who used to work in a durry factory testing cigarettes.
I got paid to smoke.
That's wild.
For an example, there might be a test for throat harshness, throat impact. So you'd have a test cigarette and you'd measure that against another 5 cigarettes and rate it on a scale. I just did it because of the kickback. So you get out of it doing work and you get a day at the cricket in the box and fruit coffee and cake.
I just didn't realise that was a real job. And he was doing this in 99 and, apparently it doesn't happen in Australia.
Yeah, I went home and told my wife, can you believe there was a guy on our show who was paid to test smoked cigarettes?
You seen that guy goes around viral all the time in the Chinese factory smoking all the vapes?
Yeah.
And he just does it really quickly. Test all the flavours.
Yeah, I didn't think that was real.
That's a real job. Apparently he does 7,000 hits a day.
What respect do you have for your body if you're taking up that
Maybe
job?
just froth of vaping. You know what I mean?
Maybe he uses the money he gets from his job to go to the gym.
Well, he can't go to the gym because he can't breathe properly.
Well, let's not judge a man for doing some honest vaping work.
Ben loves vapes.
He's doing the job that he can get, Belle. Not everyone can work in radio.
True. And you vape during the songs, so
I absolutely do not.
No, she doesn't. Anyway, 13 24 10. Do you have a job that we wouldn't believe? I mean, we didn't even realise this other thing existed. I know it's a bit of a difficult one. You don't even have to have the job now. Maybe it's just someone like that doesn't. Like, yeah, this is incredible.
Yep.
But yeah, for example, working at a cigarette factory and testing the cigarettes, did not think that was a thing.
Yeah, obviously we know carpenters, we know nurses, we know teachers, radio hosts. There's a lot of obvious jobs that people know exist. But if you do something that no one really thinks about, 13 24 10 is our number.
David in Melbourne, this is your friend's job. What is it?
Yeah, my mate's got a job where he has to go and verify the services that are on offer at massage places, whether they're on menu or off menu. And if they are off menu, then he reports it back to the government, and they go in and raid the
hang on. David, you're saying your mate, his job is he goes around and gets massages every day, all day, every day, and then he asks at the end if he can have some special treatment, and if they give it to him, then he reports back to the authorities.
Correct.
Now, the question is, David, does he stick around to find out if they really do it or not?
He has to go through the full service.
He has to, David. Oh,
I don't know if that's in the handbook.
Is your friend an undercover cop, or is this its own occupation?
Its own occupation. Yeah, you can Google it.
Is there any special training required for this job? Asking for a friend.
Just life experience, I would say.
Yeah, he must be very relaxed, like all the time. Stressful week at work, was it, Greg? Oh, you wouldn't believe.
I wonder if...
You wouldn't believe. 6 rub and tugs this week. It's getting out of hand. It really is. Pun intended.
They need me at work. I got to go back in.
Yeah, he's only saying his wife, you do have to go through it. Do you have to go through it? You do. You do, because you don't know if they're bluffing or not.
You haven't done the training, babe.
I'm in real world situations every day. Do you know how hard this is for me? Do you ever think about me?
I'm doing this for us.
This is for our children's future.
Do you think I want to do it?
I'm working double shifts. All right, I got no holidays, working on Christmas, public holidays, working overtime.
It starts to hurt after a while, but I do it for us, babe.
I'm always oily. I'm always sliding around. It's murder on my skin. Absolute murder. Trying to put a roof over our heads here, you know.
Have a bit of respect for what I do.
Are you done?
Yeah, we're done now.
It's just I mean, if that's real, I don't want to take any more calls on this.
It's the Liam, Ben and Bell podcast. Liam owes me $50 for saying that.
Gory stories.
Gory stories. We get them every week, but we figured because it's Friday the 13th, as a treat, let's get the goriest of the gory and compile our favourite over the last year.
Every single week we get incredible gory stories, but there's a couple that stick with you more than others.
Yeah, I mean, look, we will keep the phone lines open, 13 24 10. If you do have a gory story, you can still call up. But we just, because it's Friday the 13th, we want to highlight our favourites.
Yeah, my favourite is Andy.
Aussie rules. I was going up for a marking contest, received a compound fracture, so when the bone comes out of the leg, and it went into my opponent.
Dude, that's good, honest footy.
Yeah, I got a pat on the back from Dad after.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, your shin went through his windpipe. That's how they did it back in my day, mate.
Andy, obviously you got up and ran it off, yeah?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, correct.
I don't know. My favourite would definitely be Rod and his arm.
I was coming home from a fishing trip up in the Gambia, and I'm driving with my arm out the window catching a breeze, and the car come around the corner, four-wheel drive. He slid up the side of my car, and the bottom part of my arm come off.
These are better than I remembered. I can never forget the call that we got from Pam.
No.
It wasn't
that
her injury.
Is that the eye one?
It was her dad's injury.
My dad had a high-pressure hose and it shot into his eye, and his eyeball actually came out of his eye and it was hanging by the artery on his cheek, and he said he could actually see the ground with it.
So good.
Wild scenes.
Oh, my God.
And that's it.
Like that podcast? There's heaps more to listen to if you just scroll back or download the Nova Player app.
Ben, Liam, and Bell.